Hi everyone, this is Mayor Farrah N, and for today's Chat with the Mayor, I'll be speaking with Dave and Barbara Bauer of the Irvine chapter of Compassionate Friends. Hi, thank you so much for joining me here today, and I just want to kind of share with our community members the amazing work that you do. And this is not something that you hear about or something that's typical, but it's very unique. So kind of want to get from you how you guys got started.
Our son, Gage, passed away at age 19, and he died by suicide. And so I've lived in Chicago most of our lives. We've been out here 13 years. And so I had heard of Compassionate Friends. Way back then, I knew a woman who lost a child, and I just remembered that. And so I looked on the Compassionate Friends website and saw there was indeed an Irvine chapter. And so we joined up about 5 years ago.
And how has it been, your experience in, for you losing a child and now the work that you're doing to help others cope?
It's really been a rewarding experience because one of the things we found is that when you experience a loss, like a death of a child, one of the ways that helps you get through it is supporting other people and helping them, because we've been through what they're going through. And the reality is, when you've lost a child, most people cannot really relate, but in reality it also helps us as we go through this process and helping other people.
It's hard because no one can imagine what you feel losing a child. And I've been in a situation where when I was on the PTA at our elementary school, we had a family that lost their little girl. And for us, not even being that family, it was just so traumatic. And so, for us, it's sometimes very difficult to even express, like, what do we even say to the family? What do we even do for them?
We want to talk about our children, so don't ever feel like you shouldn't bring their name up, because our biggest fear is that they'll be forgotten.
Thank you for sharing that. That's very important. Share with me a little bit about what you guys do when you're connecting with a family.
Well, normally when the families connect with us by first getting our phone number, we have a phone number for our group, and they call and they talk to one of our leaders, and then they are invited to a meeting, which is the first Wednesday of every month. And so usually our first encounter with the group is in person, although in COVID it's been on Zoom. And so what our format is, usually we just share, like we go around the room or the Zoom call and everybody shares kind of where they're at. And if they're newcomers, we like to have them talk as long as they need to kind of tell their story. And when your child dies, you just think you're not going to make it. You just feel like life is over. And we try to provide encouragement and hope that you will laugh again and you will have a meaningful life. It's hard, but there will be joy again. And we try and encourage people that way, because when it first happens, you don't believe you will ever laugh again.
It was very important when I heard about what you guys do to share this with the rest of our community, because we have seen families that have lost their children, bicycle accidents, suicides. What's the easiest way for people to reach out and get in touch with you?
Probably the easiest way is to go to compassionatefriends.org, which is the national website, and then there's all kinds of resources on there. There's a packet available for newly bereaved that you can have sent out. And then the other thing that I want to mention, we have closed Facebook groups too, that for people who maybe either aren't in a city that has a group or that aren't comfortable, face-to-face or even on Zoom. And especially between meetings, sometimes a month is a long time to go without support. And so you can go on, those groups 24/7.
That's great to hear. Just that there is a community out there for folks to join in and kind of share their experience. For families that are in Irvine, is there a time limit? Like, say someone lost a child 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and now they're hearing about this group. Are you guys open to accepting anyone at any time?
Absolutely. I mean, we believe if you've lost a child, whether that child is an infant or your child might be 50 years old, it's still a child and to you, and that's just a loss that frankly you'll have forever. We always say you don't get over this we just get through it.
Just one quick question. I know that this group is geared towards the parents. Does it also include siblings as well that maybe need to speak to others and kind of get through this situation?
Yes, Compassionate Friends is geared towards grandparents, parents, and siblings. And so, yeah, siblings are often the overlooked grievers in child loss because everybody focuses on the parents, and the children can feel, the living children can feel a little bit left out in the process.
Is there anything else that you'd like to share with the community that you feel would be helpful for them?
Being with other people is just so helpful. Like, these are some of the finest people we've ever met. You know, they truly are, and you share at such a gut level. You know, you don't come in and talk about the weather or your outfit, or, you know, it's very raw, and that's rare. In our society, we don't have that kind of sharing.
We don't.
And
You're
it's
right.
an honor to step into someone's grief like that and to hold them and wipe their tears and, you know, to be present and to not be afraid of that.
Yeah. Well, I just want to thank both of you so much for everything that you do. It's a unique sort of situation that you are in, and you fill that void where a lot of families might not even know what to do. So thank you.
Thank you so much for having us. We appreciate the chance to share our story and, you know, the message that we are here for people.